Hello, hi guys, how have you been? So, today I want to share, and I just want to share something that I feel God has just placed deep down in my heart and for it to bless us soul today. So, I have been reflecting at this month. I normally do this every month as I journaled, what has happened like all through the month and what have I learned, what have I achieved, and just taking notes on how my month has been throughout. So I've been doing this today, and I have a word today for someone. I look back at my life, I reflect on my life, and I always ask myself, we always want to live up to people's expectations, societal expectations, cultural expectations, not knowing that what we need to look up to is Jesus. So I'm here to remind you today, let Jesus be your mark in life. Let Jesus be your mark in life. And by this I mean the following. Stay with me. I'm headed somewhere. I look at the life of Christ. This was someone who was hated. This was someone who was talked about. This was someone who faced rejection. This was someone who faced pain, temptations, everything human, in human form, but still he emerged victorious. And I look at this and reflect at Christ's life and humans just as we are today. These are things we have gone through. You have faced rejection at some point. You have faced abandonment. You have faced pain and hurt. You've been tempted. All these are things you've faced. But at the end of the day, Christ died on that cross for us, for our sake, so that, you know what? He went through that so that we can be free. Most of us as human beings have really allowed our experiences, have really allowed the pain and the hurt of what happened to really define our lives. And this has just made us to be out of who we are created to be, as human beings, as a man, as a woman. And I'm here to remind you today that you need first to be so truthful with yourself where you are at. When that was done to you, you got hurt. When that was said, you were hurt. When, by being and truthful about where we are at, this is what I mean. Most of us don't, or rather have just neglected what we feel deep down inside. And this is eating us up, and this is making us to show up as people that we're honestly not. You know what? When that divorce happened, you were hurt. When you experienced that heartbreak, things fell apart, because you had built life with someone. And when you experienced bankruptcy, that hurt you. When you were molested or sexually abused, that hurt you. These are things that have happened. When you experienced the rejection, when that parent left and you didn't have that father or mother figure in your life, that messed you up. There's something in you that was broken. And Christ died on that cross so that we can be fixed, so that we can be whole, so that those broken pieces can come back together. And that is the essence of God sending. He is our Savior, literally. And for the first time, if you want to know how special you are, God created the heavens and the earth by word of mouth. But the first and only time that we see God making someone is when he created us human beings. The moment you don't acknowledge where you're at, what you felt when something happened in your life, you build up anger. And one thing I've learned is that anger and bitterness is an open door for the enemy to just devour. In the sense that you're operating from a place of anger. This is when pride kicks in, because pride tends to make us feel like, you know what, I have everything under control. That is why you hate any woman that you see around you, because of something that happened, because you didn't have the motherly love that you expected to have. you were hurt, you didn't get the validation and the love that you expected from a mother or a father, and that is why you hate your women, and that is why you hate your wife. You're projecting your internal pain onto another person just because of why. I'm here today to remind you that Jesus is the mark. He went through all this as a human, but he died on that cross to set us free. Accept and acknowledge where you're at in love. You will face betrayal, trust me. I smile each and every day with people deep down I know very well they don't love me. I do. And why? Because I want you to understand this. That as you continue to grow, as you continue to journey in your life, be very cautious of the people you interact with, people you call friends, people who you bring close to your life. Because just as Jesus, he was betrayed by a close friend, someone he considered a brother, and that was our Savior. In each and every step of your life, these are things that are bound to happen. These are things that we will face in life. But operating from a place of love has taught me that whatever or whoever hates me in life, that's his or her own, decision. Like, I can't control that, but I choose to love myself each and every day. And each and every day, as I continue to embrace my growth, I understand that not everyone will journey with me in the path that God is leading me to. No hate. This is just God working in my life and leading me to the people who he has, appointed for each and every season. And I walk in obedience. So don't be surprised when the people close to you hate you, betray you, talk about you. All these are things Jesus went through. Life will have its ups and its downs, yeah? But you don't have to operate from a place of brokenness your whole life. Take all that pain and give it to the one healer that I truly know and have experienced in my life. Take all that unworthiness, take all that you're feeling deep down in your heart, and go to the one true maker who took his time to make you, and cry out unto that person, that one God who will truly, you don't even have to call unto him, he's always there, just waiting on you to acknowledge, God, this is where I'm at. Fix me, change me, renew me. And in that moment, the kind of peace that comes with finding your worth and identity in your maker will change everything about your mindset, about what you thought you were, will change everything literally. When people remind you at what you did at a certain point of your life, please allow yourself to remind them of what God has done with those broken pieces. And you won't even have to remind them like by word of mouth. No. God will use you to show off. Literally, your whole life will be a reminder that, you know what? We don't live in the cemetery anymore. So when you decide to tap into your growth, be rest assured not everyone is going to be happy, because not everyone is willing to put in the work in themselves to grow and to be better. So when you decide to do that for yourself, some people will try to take you back and remind you of a certain version of you that doesn't exist anymore. And for me, I'm always like, why are you still living in the cemetery? You're not dead anymore. Hello, we're alive. We're doing better. And your life will speak for itself, because God will use you to show off. And one thing about my maker, he knows how to do that. He's the best in the game. He's the best in the game. Keep doing you. Keep working on yourself. Be better. Do better for yourself. Can we just allow God to be God? Can we just allow God to fix us? Can we just present deep down what is in our hearts to this one person who won't talk about it, who won't laugh at us, who won't use that against us? Can we just build a relationship with this one person who is always willing, who chases us, even when we run away as far as we can, just as the lost son and the prodigal son in the Bible? Can we just embrace this Father who loves us beyond measure? Like, I have no words to express the love of God. No matter how lost you might feel, no matter how depressed you might feel, no matter where you're at, Jesus is the mark. And as we step into a new month, I speak favor into your life. I speak forgiveness. I speak healing. I speak redemption. I speak blessings and blessings more abundantly. I speak true and genuine love, and that is the love of Christ. And I speak all this to whoever is listening. I don't care where you are at, but I want you to know that God will work out a way for you. Always, always.